Hello, creatives. So I am back from a bit of a hiatus and I am here to record another work in progress video. So, updates on where I am in the manuscript. Of course, last week I didn't write anything, I didn't record any content. It was just a rest week, and it was actually a pretty interesting week. Um, I have figured out that I thought I had 4 weeks left, or 3 more weeks left to finish this manuscript, but I realized that my dating, when I was putting my schedule together for my content, was off by a week. Oh, so anyway, I have this week to write and next week. And then the final week of June will be another rest week. And so I have basically 2 weeks to write. I believe I said 30,000 words. And I don't know if I'm going to make that. But I'm going to give it my best college try. And I'm going to get this manuscript as close to the ending as I can. Um, and if I have to, I will continue to work on it the in July, but I just may not record those sessions. But I will probably, if I don't finish it by the end by these 2 weeks, I will probably record a separate video letting you know when I do finish it, and that'll kind of be a surprise for whenever that happens. Because I've got some new content coming next month, just because I think it's good to mix it up. I think it's good to introduce new things, and I've kind of been doing, the Naked Mondays along with the work in progress videos for a couple of months now. And as we're going into a new quarter, I just want to introduce some new content that I would like to introduce to the channel. So I hope that you enjoy it. And I'm going to get ready. It is now like 4 minutes till 5 p.m. on today, Monday. And I'm getting ready to write my first sprint of the day after not writing all last week. So cross your fingers and wish me luck. And here we go. Here I am, and it's 2 minutes after 9, and I just finished my second sprint of the day. So, Mondays are always difficult for me to get 2 sprints in because I try to record the Naked Monday video and have it posted on Monday, which I know is a pretty quick turnaround, and it's probably something that I should try to work on, but because I'm only doing 2 videos in a week, it kind of is this one day where I'm feeling kind of like rushed, and then the rest of the week I can kind of go at a slower pace. So today was that day, Monday. Because number one, I had been away for a week. And number two, I wanted to make sure that I got a new video up today. And the video that I presented today was a pride video. It was my story, what it is like for me as a black trans woman in America, and I felt like I had to kind of go deep for this one, because it was about my own experiences, which I guess all of my videos are about my own experiences, but this one kind of cut close to home. So I hope that you go and you watch that video as well. I just want to say that I am glad to be back. I got 2 sprints done today. I started with a word count of 52,720 words, and I ended tonight with 54,440 words. I feel like that I should be able to maybe get close to 60,000 by the end of this week if I keep writing in the way that I have been writing lately. And then that would only leave me with 20,000 more words left in this manuscript. And then I was also thinking maybe I don't need 80,000 words in this manuscript. So we will see where everything ends up. I do think that I discussed before that there are some elements that I feel like should have been introduced earlier in the book that I'm now introducing into the story. So I know that's something that I'm going to have to work out in rewrites. But I just want to stress again how excited I am to be back. Um, I'm excited to hear what you're working on and how things are going for you, whether you're working on a new novel or you're drawing or whatever. I want to know all about it. So, anyway, I'm going to check out for today. I'm going to say goodnight and I will check in with you again tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye for now. I'm leaning in a little closer today. It is Tuesday and I have not written yet, and it is almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I did, however, get two sprints done yesterday. I always say that I'm not sure whether I will be able to get two sprints in a day, sometimes because my days kind of go wackadoo and topsy turvy sometimes. But I'm going to try to get one in now, and I will come back and check in with you after that. Hope everybody's doing well. I ended my second sprint tonight at 9:33 p.m. Um, and I am happy to report that I am slowly but surely making my way to the end of this draft of this book. And I can't even explain to you how excited I am, because I honestly think if I continue to write the word count that I'm writing daily, if I can get through that word count for the rest of the week, that I will actually hit the 60,000 word mark. And that is huge, because that means that that puts me closer to this 80,000 words that I feel that I need in order to finish this book. Now, I did say yesterday that I kind of feel like I may not need 80,000 words in order for this to be a complete manuscript. Um, and I also feel like I need to start thinking again about how I want this story to end. Because I'm feeling like right now, what I've written, I kind of feel like some of it is out of order, which doesn't happen for me very often because I'm a writer who writes very much in sequence. It's just easier for me that way. But I think some of the stuff that has come in later on in the novel probably needed to be closer to the beginning in order to make this a more full and more well-rounded story. So in the rewrites, I know that that is something that I'm going to have to focus on. And but the bottom line is for me that I am going to finish this draft. I really do feel like the 2 weeks is going to be plenty of time for me to come to a satisfying conclusion, and that I will walk away from this month knowing that I have finished a draft of Unbridled. And there are no words to describe how excited I am. Because if you've been on this journey with me so far, you know what my writing journey has been like and how important it is to me that I return to my creative life, and also in building this career that I want out of my writing. So, anyway, now that I've said all of that, let me give you the words for the day. So, I started out this Tuesday with 54,404 words, and I ended tonight with 56,039 words for a total words written of 1,635 words for the day. And it's just crazy, this new habit that I formed in writing every day. Taking those two sprints and really just making the best of them, not being concerned about the words that are coming out, but but knowing that I'm writing this story, and that in the end I'm going to walk away from it with a complete draft. That means more to me than anything. So anyway, I just want to encourage you today, Tuesday, that if you are struggling with your current manuscript, or if you're having a hard time returning to your creative life, I want you to know that it's okay to start from where you are. Whether that is slowly, and or whether it's fast and furious, let it be your journey. Let it be yours. Don't be so concerned with the finished product, because that's why we have multiple drafts. Is so that we can refine and make the story better. And I'm hoping that eventually I will be able to streamline this process a little bit better. But for now, I'm just about getting the words on the page and making sure that daily I am showing up for myself. And so I'm hoping that you're showing up for yourself too. Anyway, I'm going to close out for tonight, and I will see you tomorrow, which is Wednesday. And goodbye for now. Hello, everyone. So, every once in a while, you have to change up your location. And so, today I decided to move my writing into my living space. And I just, I know I have said this a lot before, but I feel so tired all the time. I have been implementing this new practice of time blocking my time, and which means that sometimes I don't have time. I don't plan in the breaks that I need in order to be more productive in a day. Um, I'm still working through the process, but it has been really good for me in terms of my productivity, because I've been getting more things done and fitting more things into my day. What are some of the productivity things that you use in your daily life? Because time blocking seems to be working okay, but if there are other options that are maybe a little less stringent, then maybe I can try those too. Um, I'm trying to think. So I just finished my day job, and I've been trying actually to not write until after I finished my work for the day, because before I was trying to write in the mornings during my work hours, and I don't want to do that anymore. I kind of want to try to keep the two separated. So, anyway, this is my first sprint of the day, and I am going to do a 30-minute sprint as usual, and then I will check in with you after I have done my second sprint. Hope everyone's well, and let's get to the writing. Hello, creatives. So it's about 7:40 in the evening, and I just finished my second sprint. So let's get to the words. So I started this sprint today with 56,039 words, and I ended it with 57,631 words for a total words written of 1,592 words. Um, we are chugging right along here. This novel, I'm starting to realize that this novel is going to have to be reworked in terms of the order and of events that happen, because I kind of feel like the part I'm writing now probably, and I probably said this before, probably should have happened a little earlier in the novel. So it kind of feels like I'm writing out of order. Um, as you know, I did delete at one time 3,600 words and had to rewrite those. And I thought that, after that, that the story would kind of head in the right direction. But I'm finding that um, this part of the story is something that probably should have been written earlier. And then there's all these other things that are going through my mind and plot points that I'm trying to make sure that I incorporate, because I don't want to miss them um, later on. So, needless to say, we are chugging right along, but I do know that this first draft is going to need some work. And I'm okay with that. I actually enjoy the editing and the revising process, because that's where the story really begins to come together for me. So, even though Unbridled will not be the next book that I publish, the project that I plan on revising next month will be the book that I am planning on publishing next. Um, I haven't decided yet if it will be a standalone or if it will be a series, but I'm thinking that I want to keep this one as a standalone and not try to do another series. Um, it's just a story I want to tell, and I think it kind of takes me back to the time when I was dancing, and a really active dancer, and when I was dancing professionally. And so I really felt like this was a story that I wanted to write. Um, I'm not going to say that it will not turn into a series if I decide that there's more to the story, but as of right now, I think I want it to be a standalone book. So, with that said, I am going to sign off for the night, and I will check in with you again tomorrow. But wait a minute. Before I sign off, I just want to say that this week, because it is my first week back from a break, I have not really utilized a lot of the writing sprints with people this week, but I plan on getting back into that next week, because I think I'm going to need the motivation, because I don't know if I'm finding it harder as I'm getting towards the end to write, but I think just because I'm tired overall, that it's harder for me. Like, I sit down and the words do come, but I always feel like I'm just kind of slugging along. I'm still enjoying the story. I have a vision of what I want this story to be, but it's not there yet. So I just wanted to say that. If you are working on something and it's just not coming together right now for you, does not mean that you can't rework it and make it work. So don't give up on your story. Especially if you love the story, because I am a firm believer that you can rework things and really come up with something beautiful. So, anyway, that is my sage advice for today. I'm going to sign off for tonight. Have a good night, everyone. Bye for now. So the lighting is great today in the living room, and so I've been thinking, which I know is going to get me into trouble, but I've been thinking about why I have been so sluggish lately. And I realize that it has something to do with the way that I am treating this time blocking. I am not a person who likes a lot of structure, but in my recreation of my career as a writer, I am trying to be more diligent about scheduling my time and being sure that I am putting in the work that I need to be putting in. And so that includes this time blocking method that I've been using. But I realized that I have been using this time, instead of using this time blocking method as a map for my day, I have been using it as like a Bible. Like I can't deviate from the Bible is what it kind of feels like. And I think that becomes kind of exhausting for me after a while. And it's one of those instances where, for me, if I wasn't aware of how it was affecting me, eventually I would just shut down completely. And I would probably go back to just doing, you know, writing here and there and whatever. So, in order for me not to do that, I realized that I have got to. I'm putting a schedule together, yes, every day. But if I have to move things around or if something gets missed or I have to move it into the next day, then so be it. Rather than me feeling this obligation to make sure that I get everything that I've scheduled on my schedule done, because sometimes it's just not possible because life happens. And I realize that I need to allow myself more flexibility. So that is what I have felt for the past few days probably. And I felt like my videos and my recordings have been kind of low energy, and I hate that because um it's no fun for you to watch if I'm low energy. And so now that I've got that figured out and now that I know what the issue is, I can work with that. Um so anyway, this is my first sprint of the day. I think it is about 2:30 in the afternoon, and I know I said yesterday that I was going to try to write less during my work day and more after my work is over. But the way my schedule has worked out today, in order for me to be able to get two sprints in, I have to do a sprint now. So that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, I think I'm ready to do the words. I don't think I have anything else to say. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention is we have been getting so much rain here in Colorado. I don't know if Mother Nature is just angry at us or if we have just magically turned into Seattle. I don't know. Maybe that's where I live now because it's raining here all the time and it's crazy. So let me know what your weather has been like and if it's been just as crazy as it's been here because my weather is ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to get to the writing now and I will check back in this evening after I finish my second sprint. It is 9:29 p.m. and I just finished my second sprint. So the good thing about this sprinting thing is that I feel like I've kind of fallen into a rhythm. And because I've been doing it since April, it feels more like a habit now rather than just this. It used to feel like this dirge of trying to get through a manuscript. Even if I love the story, sometimes it was hard for me to sit down and write. And I'm sure that any artist, any writer out here can relate to that. But this story is unfolding in an expected way, but also in some unexpected ways. And um, I'm just really excited at the word count for tonight. So, tonight I started the day out with 57,631 words, and I ended the night tonight with 59,337 words for a total words written of 1,706 words. That is the most that I've written all week, but the part that I'm writing requires so much of my emotion because I know what's coming. And I just feel like these stories are so important. Black trans stories, like I said in my Naked Monday video this week, like they are so important. Trans stories in general are important, but those of Black trans women especially are very much important to me. And that's why this story has been kind of a roller coaster ride for me. I tend to write from a place of trying to be sensitive to the subject matter, but sometimes the subject matter takes you to kind of a darker place, and I kind of feel like I wasn't expecting it to take the turn that it's taken. But I'm here for it. So there was something else on my mind today, but for the life of me, I cannot think of what it was that I was going to say. Um, it of course is Thursday. It is after 9:30 now, and I think I'm just going to sign off for tonight. Um, Another thing I wanted to say before I close out for today is I appreciate so much all of the people that have taken the time to watch my last Naked Monday video where I kind of discussed my why pride is important to me, and also told a bit about my story as a Black trans woman in America. I'm not it I think that I appreciate it so much because it has been like people watching it in record numbers. And I just hope that you all enjoyed it, that you got something out of it. And I really want to hear your feedback. So please tell me what your thoughts are about that last video. Tell me what your thoughts are, if you are a trans individual walking through this world, whether you're Black or not. What has your experience been? It would be interesting to hear. Um, but anyway, I'm going to sign off for tonight. I'm tired. I'm ready to pack it in for the night, and I look forward for finishing out the week strong tomorrow. So have a good night. Bye for now. It's Friday night. It's actually 8:42 p.m. and I have not written a thing yet. So I'm going to sit down and do my first 30 minutes, and then I'm going to try to do a second 30 minutes, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to muster up the energy to do both, but I'm gonna certainly give it a try. Um, so today I was trying to record my Father's Day video and I got really emotional for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Um, I don't have. My father has passed on, and I know that there are some people that just never really had a great relationship with their dad. I can't say that my relationship was great, but I knew that he loved me. I knew because he told me just flat out that he would never accept me as his daughter, that he didn't necessarily accept me, but he is one. I was having this conversation with my mom on the way home from doing DoorDash this tonight, and I was talking about how even though he told me he would never accept me as his daughter, he never made me feel uncomfortable around him ever in my true identity. And that just let me know how much he loved me, because even though we disagreed, he was still my dad, and still the same person. And back then I couldn't appreciate it because you always have this vision of what you want your relationship with your parents to be like, and when it does not live up to that, then you make up all these stories about what it should be. It's almost like living in a fairy tale or living in an alternate universe of what you believe that your parents are supposed to be to you. But the bottom line is that parents are human too, and they're allowed to feel what they feel, to be who they are. And now that my dad is gone and I am farther removed from it with age and just experience, I understand even more how much it must have taken to love me despite his reservations about my choices. So that has been on my mind all day. I may have to re-record some of the pieces of my Father's Day video before I even start editing it, because I don't want to cry through the whole thing, and for some reason like it hit an emotional trigger today. So anyway, I still plan on publishing a Father's Day video, and I guess I'm just gonna try and go ahead and get to the writing, and so I will check in with you after I have completed either the 1 sprint or 2 sprints. See you in a bit. Well, people, I am admitting defeat. It is Friday and I am exhausted. It has been a long day, and unfortunately, I only did 1 sprint this evening. Um, so I'm closing out this video. I almost called myself, I almost said I had failed, but I'm going to reframe that, and I'm going to say that although I may not have done the 2nd sprint, I did do 1. And so the words for today were, I began with 59,337 words. I ended with 60,165 words for a total of 828 words written. And I am actually going to take that as a win. And let me tell you why. I am over the 60,000 word mark for the week. And I am pretty certain that when I began this video, I believe I was at like 49,000. So that means that I have written roughly 10,000 words in a week. Which means that if I can write the same way that I've been writing this week and all the weeks previous, that there is a chance that I could at least get close to the 80,000 word manuscript that I'm trying to get to. I have been thinking that maybe 80,000 words isn't going to be enough to tell the story. Now I'm thinking that. Um, this is the thing about being a pantser. I have a goal in mind, but sometimes maybe it's an unrealistic goal. But then again, if I'm at 60,000 and I'm saying 80,000, 20,000 more words might just get me to the end. So I'm not going to completely say that. I was going to admit defeat also and say that next week I'm not going to be able to finish this novel, but I think it is going to be tons of fun next week trying. So I'm going to close out this video and I'm going to say I hope that you all have had a great creative week, that you have been showing up for yourself, that you are going to continue to show up for yourself. And I look forward to coming back next week with with my last work in progress video for a while, because as I stated before, I want to try to do some different kinds of videos for next month. And but it will not mean that I'm going to stop working on this, because I am going to finish this manuscript next month, and I will make an announcement when I have finally done that. So anyway, I bid you adieu, and I am going to wish you a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.